So I've been wanting to talk about this for quite some time now. I just haven't had a chance to sit down and record me talking about this, mostly because I've been busy with everything else. And what was Christmas and everything like that, it tends to slow you down to some degree, mostly preventing you from getting anything done. I'll put that in perspective. Plus, I've also been streaming, but that's beside the point. The point is, we're going to talk about it right now. And although this is already too late, it is still relevant right now because of what's been happening on the other side of things. So allow me to go ahead and talk about it. So if any of you know who Limited Run Games are, they basically are the company that has been making physical copies of certain digital games that you can't get physically. Some digital distributors don't want to make physical copies anymore, and so what they decide is that they're just going to go ahead and release them on the digital stores provided, either be the Nintendo store, the PlayStation store, Xbox store, Steam, whatever the case may be. Limited Run Games, however, makes limited run of physical copies of games, and basically they make this for any variety of games. Some people recognize them for making Shantae physical copies. Some has been known for Fury. I believe they also did physical copies for other digital games as well. If I'm not mistaken, I think they also did there was this one digital game that I remember, but I completely forgot what it was now all of a sudden. But that's beside the point. The point is that they make physical copies of digital games, including the disc itself. However, though, there is one particular collection set that my mind was literally about to explode at the fact that this was actually a real thing. Not only that, but the fact that the company who made the digital game let them do it. Okay, so if you don't know, Jak and Daxter just some time ago had a digital version of its 4 main titles. I'm surprised they didn't do the 5th one, much less Daxter, but that's beside the point. The point is that they released the 4 main entries. For some reason, Jak X is considered a main entry, but whatever. They released Jak and Daxter Precursor Legacy, Jak 2, Jak 3, and then Jak X for the PlayStation 4 store. And you can get them downloaded right now. However, though, Limited Run Games actually started to make physical copies of not just the game, but also are making collector's set for each of its individual games. In other words, they've got Jak and Daxter Precursor Legacy. Right now, it's already been made, and it's already gone, so go figure. But they will be making Jak 2, Jak 3, and Jak X. In other words, in the future, the other 3 will be available. And what I find interesting is that according to what they state, if you pre-ordered all 4 of these particular collector set, you will get access to getting an exclusive sneak peek of what Jak 4 game cover was supposed to look like. It's not the real game, it's just a game case of what Jak 4 was going to look like. And while it's pretty cool to see that, the fact that Naughty Dog is allowing them to do that, I'm actually kind of surprised. But then again, Jak 4 has been a relative subject that Naughty Dog has been wanting to do. They just haven't been in the mood to actually put out a Jak 4. Mostly because they've been mostly in the mood to do an Uncharted series. They've been wanting to continue on The Last of Us 2. And that's it. They haven't really continued on with the Jak and Daxter series. And I'm hoping that someday soon we either see a continuation or a reboot of Jak and Daxter. I see Jak and Daxter being rebooted before they do a continuation, because trying to continue the series, I think what it is that they're just not motivated by the story of Jak and Daxter. I think they're at a point in the story of where they don't know what to do in terms of continuation. So instead of doing a continuation, they're probably going to reboot the series entirely. I need to stop doing that. Hold on a sec. There we go. I'll stop hitting the mic for once. I need to know a distance between me and the mic. Either way. But, as it stands right now, there was a total of 5,000 standard editions of Jak and Daxter the Precursor Legacy available through Limited Run Games. And of course, naturally, within no time at all, they ran out. I actually watched this. I actually wanted to see how fast it would go, and it was gone already. But that's not what we're going to talk about. We're going to be talking about the Collector's Edition. The Collector's Edition itself. Now, if you have to ask, the Collector's Edition contains the box itself, followed by an art booklet known as the Design Archive for Jak and Daxter Precursor Legacy, the official soundtrack, you get the basic game, followed by a poster, looks really nice. You have the PlayStation 2 memory card, let me see here, USB drive, 16 gigs, which is not bad actually when you think about it. You also have the Precursor orb decorative statue, stands about 3 inches, so it's not too big, but it's pretty cool, followed by holographic trading cards. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, that Collector's Edition looks awesome. Awesome, kick-ass, amazing, absolutely love how it looks. It is $74.99, $80. In my opinion, a Collector's Edition that looks just like that, and it's only $80, well worth it. Well worth the price of admission. And I thought about it, and I was like, I don't really have that much money on me, though. Ugh! And the problem is that I don't shop on limited run games at all. They didn't really have anything that I wanted to get in particular, except for this. This particular thing right here was what I wanted the most. I wanted this so badly. But I was like, I don't have the money, and I don't know if they take the money out as soon as you pre-order, or if they take the money after they ship it. It's one of those things. It's like, some companies will take the money as soon as you order. Some companies will not take the order until it is shipped. Amazon is known for not taking the order until the order is officially shipped. Some companies do that, but Amazon sometimes don't do it. Sometimes GameStop does it differently. Everybody does pre-orders differently, depending on how the situation goes. Limited run games, I have no idea. And I tried looking it up just to see if it tells when the money will be taken out. All it says, you are responsible for having the money in your bank account. We are not responsible for any withdrawals or any negative input towards your bank account. And I'm like, that doesn't answer my question. So it's like, oh, dadgummit. So I ended up just watching just to see that the Collector's Edition, followed by the Standard Edition, was sold out. Completely sold out. Go figure, right? Makes sense. Makes sense. However, though, my curiosity peaked. It's like, we're talking about Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy. We're talking about the first one, right? There is a good handful of people that would love to get their hands on this particular collector set. They would love to get it. And my mind was like, well, I'm gonna regret it, but let's check on eBay of all places. Let's just check on eBay. And CU Podcast, if you are watching this and you want to use this information to promote the next Scumbag Seller of the Week, or in this case of the month, you are more than welcome to. I am providing the information myself, and I actually looked it up myself. But there's another one who's even worse than that, but that's beside the point. The point is we're talking about this. On eBay, we have people selling both the Standard and the Collector's Edition. They are scalping it for triple, if not more, than the original price. Okay, keep in mind, the regular edition, the Standard Edition, $24.99. Not bad. The Collector's Edition, $74.99. Alright then, not bad. Now, Limited Run Game did have another edition, and I can't believe I forgot what it was called. Give me just a second, I will look it up real quickly, because I am trying to figure out what it was. That doesn't really help me out. Come on, where are you at? There it is, right here. The December 7th PlayStation Bundle. It comes with not only the Collector's Edition, but it also comes with the Standard Edition of Jak and Daxter. It comes with a t-shirt of Jak and Daxter. Also comes with the physical copy of Headlander for PS4. So basically, this one in particular is $154.99. These are already on eBay, and they are asking for a ridiculous amount of money for them. We're talking absolutely insane. We are talking like, I don't know why they are not shut down. This was just like, oh my god, I feel like I'm about ready to puke. And I think I would have puked. It's disgusting. So, on eBay, just like the first handful of these collector's edition are selling for upwards to like $400 and more. The very first result is like $450, $419, $319, $365, $396, $499, $480. There's currently one on bid for $1. Guarantee you that's gonna go up in price. And you wanna know what the funny thing is? These things aren't even physically out yet. They are right now in the production line as we speak. And they won't be shipped until probably more than likely February. So the fact that you've got these people scalping it already, and they haven't even got the physical item, and technically eBay has a rule that you have to have the item on your shelf within 30 days of setting it in the website. And the problem is, people still do this. People will still sell stuff that hasn't even been released yet, and they'll still try to sell it for a profit, because they know they can. And it ticks me off to know that people still do this. And that's just the collector's edition, mind you. Here's the Ultimate PlayStation Bundle. It's selling upwards to $700 plus more. Okay? That's ridiculous. Okay? That's almost $1,000. In fact, I have no doubt in my mind that there'd probably be some that would charge that much. Now, if you wanted to go on the cheap end, and you wanted just to have the regular PlayStation 4 physical case, that's all you want. You just want the regular one. Be prepared to pay upwards to like $150 to almost $200. Like I said, this disgusts me to see that these people. And here's the thing. Here's the problem. Okay, whenever the pre-orders became available, the thing said limited 2 per customer. How many of you are willing to bet that they bought 2, kept 1, and sold the other one for a ridiculous amount of money? Or probably are planning to sell both of them? I would not doubt it in my mind that they would do that. It just... Why? Why would some of these people do this? Why? And the worst part about it is, there are going to be some people who are going to be that... I'm not going to say it, because technically I would fall into that category as well, if I don't have any resistance by that point. But there are people who are gullible enough who would actually pay that much just to get the collector's edition. I get so fed up whenever I see stuff like this. My only hope, and this is a small hope, small hope, my only hope is that limited run games will see this. They will see what's going on, which I'm sure this happened a number of times, so obviously it probably won't do anything. But the most that they can do is probably restrict the people who ordered more than 1 copy and tell them, we're sticking to 1, you're not going to get the second one, here's your other half of the money that you paid us. That's my only hope that they'll do, and they'll restrict it from 2 per customer and instead stick it to the 1. But I sincerely doubt it. That's a small hope, because technically, as I was trying to get this particular pre-order, because I thought to myself, I was like, I don't know how they do things. I don't have the money currently right now, so chances are it'd probably be best not to pre-order it. I then decided to try to add myself into the wish list just to see what would happen. And I received an email basically stating that we have confirmed that you are now added onto the wish list. This does not guarantee that you will get it, but should we have any extra, you will be one of the few who will be notified to see if you want it still or not. And I guarantee you, I'm probably not the only one who did this. There are probably a good handful of people who have already put it in a wish list, saying that they want to be notified whenever it becomes available again. Will they make more? Knowing limited run games, probably not. They probably won't make any more. But it would be nice if all of a sudden they happen to have had it available, and that would be, to me, that would be very nice to have, because holy shit, that is an awesome kick-ass collector's edition. I absolutely love how it looks. I just don't like the fact that people have been scalping it like shit. Anyway, that's going to be it for this video. I just want to talk about it because I thought it's interesting, but it's bullshit to see that it happened. So, anyway though, guys, take care.